In half an hour, young Eddie Munster's school has a fate and Grandpa helps him by turning it into a bat. The only trouble is that Eddie swaps the bat for a squirrel. Well, now on 4, it's Stop and Go for the last in the present series of Start Here.
I'm Conrad, the famous kitchen robot. These are my friends, and this is where we live. I speak every language in the universe because I know about everything. Here's my assistant next door in the laboratory, and I can show you how to do amazing scientific experiments just like she does. But you can do them in your own kitchen at home. So, are we ready?
Yes! Yeah! Tom! Thrill! Start here! A monster Parisi! Start here! Here I'm fine again! Start here! A Murala Hachimaru! Start here! A Mekraki! Start here!
They're late. No sign of them anywhere. What a day to choose to be late. Ah, at last. You lot look as if you've been having a midnight feast until 4 in the morning. My goodness, what a sleepy lot you are. Well, make yourselves comfortable and we'll warm up slowly. Disc 39, please. Now, I'm going to tell you all about the one thing that seems to be missing here. Energy. Let's get off to a fast start. Everything you can see is doing the same thing, using energy. They're making it, or spending it, or passing it along to something else. Now, have you found some energy for the first experiment? Come along now. Ah yes, my old friend Newton's cradle. A wonderful device that shows you how energy gets transferred from one thing to another. Yes, that's how it works, Piers. A set of heavy balls suspended on strings and carefully balanced. Steady it up again. Go on. That's it. Now, lift one ball at the end and let it go. Bang. You see, it doesn't knock the one next to it along. It's the one at the other end that bounces away. The energy is being transferred right along the line until the end ball uses it up. Steady it again, Tom. Thank you. Do it again. You see? The energy zips through the line until the end ball jumps away. Now try it with 2. Go on. And look, instead of one ball jumping away at the other end, 2 balls jump away. All the energy is passing through the center one, and it's giving it to the 2 balls at the other end. And it goes on until all the energy is used up and the whole thing stops. Try it again with 2 balls. And these are the 2 at the other end, bouncing away. You give the energy to one ball, it gets passed along the line and used up at the other end. It'll keep going until all the energy is used up. You don't really need a Newton's cradle to do this experiment. You can use a few coins instead. Let's try that. Lay them out in a line, and bang! 1 coin in and 1 coin out. The energy in the coin at that end gave its energy to the coin at the other. The same thing happens with 2 coins. 2 in 2 out. Set up some goal posts, and you've got yourselves a game of penny football.
It'll be heads. Or it'll be tails. I'll start.
Teams all ready? That's good. And go! Energy being transferred from coin to coin. Good game, isn't it?
Go!
Now, my assistant has a special rig in the laboratory and she wants to show it to you. It's a track with little jets of pressurized air coming out of those holes all the way along, so those trolleys ride on a smooth cushion of air with hardly any friction at all to slow them down. I'll tell you more about friction in a minute, but watch this. It's exactly the same principle as the coins and the Newton's cradle. The trolleys pass on all their energy, first one, then the other. On this special equipment, they'll go on and on for a very long time because there's so little friction to slow them down. These two trolleys are the same weight, but what happens if she puts a lighter trolley at the far end of the track? She sets the heavy trolley off. It bounces off the end, but look, the little one has got away at twice the speed. Here it is again. The big one comes up slowly, and the little one shoots off at twice the speed. The big heavy one is handing on more energy because of its size. Switching to replay. These billiard balls are all stuffed with energy. Every time one of them collides with another, it gives its energy away, very generously. If it bounces on the side of the table, the cushion gives it right back. Its energy being exchanged again and again until it runs out. Here's another exchange of energy. And remember, it all started because just one box fell over. Right. Have you got them all set up? Are you ready?
Oh, it works.
Well, let's do that again. Slower this time. Are you ready? Go. It's rather like pass the parcel, and the parcel is a small packet of energy, of momentum, being passed along the line from domino to domino. They've got momentum because anything on the move has got momentum. I've got momentum now because I'm moving. And you've found your energy too. Good. And you're ready with the next experiment? A momentum experiment.
Right, coming.
Down the ramp it goes and transfers its energy to the can.
Right.
Now, how far did it move here?
Send him back up and I'll measure it. Uh, 7 centimetres.
7 centimeters. Surya, load it up with passengers. Try the fruit. They're nice and heavy. That'll do fine. Now the truck is much heavier. Let it go again and see what happens this time.
Yes.
Same slope, heavier truck.
Right.
How far that time?
That's about 16 centimetres.
16 centimetres. Now, make the slope steeper, Surya. That's right. Increase the angle. That'll do. It'll give the truck more momentum. And down it goes. Bump. How far did it move this time, dear?
That's 17.
17 centimetres. Even more than when the truck was loaded with fruit. That was because it had more momentum. Loading up again.
To the lemon drivers.
Grapefruit at the back. Get it all ready.
Oops.
And it's gathering momentum. Too much momentum. Switching to replay. Momentum was one of the forces that fascinated Isaac Newton. He realized that once things start moving, they want to keep moving. Once you're off, you've got a special kind of energy, a moving energy. Scientists call it kinetic energy. Kinetic energy produces momentum. The heavier the thing that's on the move, the more momentum it's got. And because things don't really like stopping, if they get the chance, they'll go on and on until the kinetic energy is used up, and all the momentum with it. Moving things like to keep moving. Here's a good experiment. All you need is a hard-boiled egg and a raw egg and a flat plate. Some of the best experiments are the simplest ones. Piers, spin the hard-boiled egg on the plate. Spins well, doesn't it? Do it again. But as soon as you touch it, it stops. Now, spin the raw egg. Touch it. It doesn't want to stop. Again. And the same thing happens. It carries on spinning. That's because you can stop the shell, but the fluid inside the egg is still moving. It doesn't want to stop. And there's only one way to prove it's raw. Yes, Tom. It's a raw egg. Ready for another experiment? What are you up to?
3. Start with 2.
I don't think that's very wise, Piers. Well, yes, you are passing energy to the eggs. Not 3. Do be careful. Please. Oh, no. Dear, oh dear, look at that. Catch it, Tom. I'm switching to replay. A falling drop of milk giving its energy away. And the energy is turned into that attractive crown. Well, more attractive than a pile of broken eggs, anyway. Here's a friction parlor trick. Try and bring your hands together, Leah, both at the same time. Slide them along the wood. Now, your left hand just won't move until the very end, will it? Try it again. That one slides, but the other won't because there's more weight of wood on it, and the weight increases the friction, which then acts like a brake until your sliding hand shares the load. It's not at all what you'd expect, is it? It's all to do with weight and friction. And that's what we'll do now. Experiment with friction. We've got the board again, and a pan of potatoes, attached to a string and some weights. Load the weights in. That's good. Hang it over the end of the plank. We'll soon see how quickly it goes. Stand by. Let it go. But it doesn't move very fast, does it? And that's because of the friction between the wood and the bottom of the tin. We'll see if that helps. That's right. Smooth it out. Spread the satiny material nice and flat and set it all up again. It's obviously more slippery than the wood. Try a different surface, the kitchen roll, and find out how that compares. Will it be more slippery than the satin? Get ready and we'll see. That's quite slow. So the result of that experiment is that the satin is the quickest, the wood comes second, and the paper is the slowest surface. And that means it produced more friction than the others. While you're over there, Surya, bring that tray of ice from the freezer, please. That's the one. Of course, it's pretty slippery, but as it starts to melt, it will get even more slippery. It's actually riding on a thin film of water, and water is very smooth indeed.
It's really slippery. Like when you skate on ice, except the other way around. The ice skate.
That's really beginning to move. Switching to replay. That's how skis work. As they pass over the snow and ice, for a brief moment they just melt the surface. So when this chap touches down, he's actually moving on a thin film of water, and water helps to remove friction. So he goes faster and faster. This ice is sliding on a film of melting water. But to get a smooth piece of steel to do it, you've got to tilt the surface and get gravity to overcome the friction. It's friction again that's holding this back. Put the weight on ball bearings, and it's a different story. Put it on a puddle of oil, there's no holding it. But even with a surface as smooth as a polished mirror, there's friction. It's surprising what it looks like under an electron microscope. It's covered with ridges and furrows. It's not really perfectly smooth at all. Friction can be useful. It generates the heat that makes a match catch fire. Get a tin lid and fill it with marbles.
Turn it over. Then we can see what's...
That's right. And when you turn it upside down, you've got a turntable.
Move it into the middle.
It'll go on for a surprisingly long time just because you've got rid of a lot of friction. Switching to replay. As everyone knows, in space, this sort of thing is possible because there's no gravity. Looks fun, doesn't it? Now, those astronauts aren't wearing spacesuits or oxygen masks, so there's obviously air in that chamber and friction when they bounce against the walls. It's the lack of gravity that makes this performance unique. Even so, everything you see is obeying all the laws of energy. When they join hands, they seem to double their speed. Reminds me of those trolleys on the air track in my laboratory. But here's an energy trick you couldn't do on Earth. A toy gyroscope floating in space. Just look at that. Wonderful, isn't it? But you don't have to be an astronaut to experiment with a gyroscope. Spinning things have energy which is called rotational energy. That kind of energy is a very powerful force. It's keeping the gyroscope firmly balanced on its pivot. It won't let it fall off until all the energy is spent. That's because rotational energy holds the gyroscope in a stable relationship to the space around it. There you are. It's perched firmly on top of the juice extractor. And if you could remove all the friction, it would keep going for a very, very long time indeed. It's the friction that's eventually going to slow it down and stop it. This is really impressive. Get it going on a thin piece of string. The powerful rotational energy of the spinning gyroscope makes it possible for it to stay balanced on the string. Well, that looks interesting. Very interesting indeed. Show me. Some sort of special experiment, is it? Ah, yes. Acceleration producing momentum. Transfer of energy, and all in slow motion too. Action and reaction, very clever. And there go the dominoes. Oh, I see. Very neat. Releases the double cone, and what's it going to do now? Nice. Falls onto the switch, sets the fan going. It blows a card over. What's that bit of string doing? I can't see. Ping pong balls. Oh my goodness. Yes, well, I suppose it's a form of energy exchange, but who's going to clear all this up?
Which is why we say stop!
and worksheets are available to help you carry out your own experiments at home. They cost £1 each, and to get yours, just send a cheque or postal order made out to Channel 4 to Start Here, PO Box 4000, Glasgow G12 9JQ.
Chips Comic.
Next Wednesday, the first of a new series for youngsters, starring Chips, the computer that prints a comic.
Now, we've got to fill up all these empty pages with interesting things. Where shall we start?
Let's ask Chips.
Puzzle page.
Oh, good idea. A puzzle page. Everyone likes a puzzle.
The first edition of Chips Comic comes out next Wednesday at 5:30 on Channel 4.
Next tonight, Grandpa Munster ends up in a space research laboratory because he's a bat and Eddie swapped him for a squirrel at a school fete. You don't understand? The Munsters.
Send your children to Bobbymore Soccer Schools, a week of soccer fun for 8 to 14-year-olds. Telephone 01 520 2900.
For a great deal on a new Ford, come to Trimoko Chelmsford and Trimoko Hertford. From now until March 13th, we're selling all new Fiestas at 82 prices. It's only at Trimoko Chelmsford and Trimoko Hertford. It's well worth the trip to Trimoko.
Hello, Mum. Just thinking about you. Well, he's not much better. Still can't face driving the car yet. Suppose it just takes time. Yes, I know. I keep telling him it wasn't his fault. She just dashed straight out in front of him. Doesn't matter how often you tell children to be careful. Their minds are on so many other things at that age. Yes, I will. Thanks, Mum. All right.
When you see an ice cream van, slow down and drive extra carefully. Children are more interested in ice cream